Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, MaryAnne's Mystic Mentions. I'm MaryAnne. Welcome all Cancers, Sun, Moon, and Rising to your July Tarot Oracle message reading. Wow, happy birthday, Cancers. You are in your Sun season, and it started in it started in June on the 20th, but it's going to go through at least the 20th, 21st of this month. So you got some time left. And thanks to you, the energy has been predominantly just so beautifully emotional and sensitive. And you had what? The new moon eclipse was in your sign, Cancer. That was on June 21st, as well as summer season starting, because you're that cardinal sign, that initiator, and you represent summer. I mean, the brilliance, the energy, the receptivity, the love, the vulnerability, that all the beautiful things that the water element like yourself provide. And that's what all of us as a global community get to feel during this time. So thank you for that. However, you especially are probably noticing that energy because it's your time. It's your spiritual, magical, excuse me, I'm trying to adjust in my chair. It's that, that once in a year time that's dedicated to you. So you want to put out those energies of intention. I feel like the universe, source, all those beautiful things, whatever words you want to put into that, are there specifically in favor of you during your birthday month. So use it, man, to the best of your ability. I think it's called the solar return every year. So yeah, you've got special wishes that you can ask for. And of course, being a Cancer, you are very, very prone to the desire to be with family, those that are close to you, those that are familiar. It just brings you such joy and such love. And it's summer, so you can go and hopefully do things more with your family as things start to open up. It's that new feeling, the ones we've been kind of anticipating and knew would happen, all the while not wanting to push forward too quickly, because we have a lot of planets still in retrograde. And also, I cannot go without mentioning that we have Cancer Mercury retrograde in your sign. And that's about communication, so there's going to be sometimes some misunderstandings, perhaps, at least through July, let's say the 13th, because the 12th is when it starts to station forward, and it takes a day or two, and then there's a kind of a shadow period, to be realistic, but not that much longer. So if there has been issues with anything movable like electronics, your computers are acting up or strangely, your communication has been a little strained, perhaps, you're not alone, and it's certainly not something you need to take personally because you're sensitive. Just re-explain yourself or rewrite the email and things you need to do. I've done it myself. I have a Pisces rising, so I have a sister water sign, and I pick up on a lot of the water energies. And I always know when the retrograde's here. It affects my speech during my, videos, and I'm well aware of it. And then I click onto my favorite tarot astrologists, and they're doing the same thing. So at least we have this common understanding during certain times when the energies are really strong and powerful. So with the retrogrades like that, we can still relax. Hopefully you can go out, enjoy your birthday season, take those deep breaths and kind of acclimate to what's coming next, because there are definitely changes. And with the eclipses, they tend to last 3-6 months and even longer, depending on what it's about, where they fall in your house. So there's a lot of beautiful things for you, and you deserve it. And I hope you're feeling good and you're able to share these times with good friends, close family. What I like to do is read to you from under 4 major categories for the month of July. And then I'm going to pull the cards from my 3 favorite oracles right now. I'll be getting new things as I grow and expand. And while I'm on the topic, thank you for returning clients and certainly new viewers. I called you clients. I'm sorry. I'm a massage therapist, still waiting to go back to work, but they're called clients. You're my viewers. You're my community. You're what really lifts my soul and helps me to continue with another aspect of me that's been with me my entire life, but most predominantly in my early teens as a spirit seeker, tarot reader, astrology, just continuous student of the mystery and mystical realms of life, the seen and unseen, right? But we know that it's there. We feel it, we just know, and it's always showing signs, which I love. So thank you and welcome. If you like what you see here today, please feel free to subscribe and join as well. Eventually I'll be doing readings, and I'll only be doing this, but it'll be a while from now. So first I'm going to check I'm going to check the foundation, basically, which is what the bottom card always represents to me, or the catalyst of what's happened to this point prior to this reading. And I'm starting this reading today, which is June 29th, 2020. There we go. However, the energies will definitely go through July. Hopefully it'll resonate right away as you're hearing this and you're already picking up on these feelings and these messages. But definitely check back later on in the month too, if it doesn't quite mix or make sense the first beginning of the month. And then I always ask that everybody watch their moon and ascendant as well if it is not Cancer, because that says so much more. There's just that much more depth and clarity to the readings, and I love that for you. So let's get started. I did say the bottom card, I've already shuffled it out, but it was the Hermit. That is a major arcana. That makes perfect sense. That has been coming up a lot. And that has to do with really, really internalizing and listening to our intuition, listening to our spirit guides, listening to the prompts that are coming to us about what it is we need to do to move forward in feeling safe and protected. The Hermit is also representative of the sign of Virgo. And Virgo is an earth element. Virgo is about stability, about dependability, reliability, comfort. Our earthly needs, our sustenance, our money, our food, and so forth, our relationships. That goes really well and ties in with the importance of most Cancers wanting that comfort and security themselves within their lives and their families. It's a huge part of who Cancers are. They love to take care of their family. They're they're some of the best parents in the zodiac. We're all good parents in our own right, but there's that special, real nurturing, loving, selfless aspect of Cancers, men and women alike. There's no gender associated with that. So yeah, that's so beautiful, and I love it. I've had great friends. I have a brother that's a Cancer. I love him dearly. We could talk for hours. So yeah, just the Hermit is about really going inside. You're being divinely guided if you want to listen. A lot of times the Rider-Waite has this man. He's a prophet, a sage, a wisdom of the centuries and centuries, brought forth in us to be able to pick up and transfer to the next person to help. And the light is our guiding light, our own souls, guiding us on the path that we need to go on. And sometimes it doesn't feel like we are on the right path. I myself, as an older person, am like, I am on the right path, right? I mean, as a massage therapist, I have been stunted, right? Just like, bam. And I've done that for 19 years. But I know I'm on the right path. It's absolutely my passion, as is this, and my purpose. And so I will be patient, and there's a lot of patience that comes with the Hermit. And I think you've been really good about that. But just kind of making, that guiding light is what I'm trying to say through the month and onward. But these eclipses and the retrogrades, it's all about that introspection, really, really focusing on our needs, okay? And that might not be easy for you, Cancer, but it's important for you to be the best parent you can be and so forth, and friend, and partner and so forth. That's always the key. So yes, that is your foundation, I would say. And so moving forward, the first card I like to pick is about just the overall general energy you can expect during the month of July. And you have the Seven of Cups. This has been coming up so much, and I have an understanding for myself I'd like to share with you. The Seven of Cups represents water, so you're right there. You're in your element. It's about making choices. It's about feeling your fullest and most happiest, joyful, loving self. You have so much to give. You can do anything you put your mind to, Cancers. But you need to sit with it like the hermit describes, and you need to make choices on one, maybe two of your options. Because we can make choices about things that seem fun, but is it for our best good in the future, in years to come? The hermit is about that permanence, that security for a lifetime if possible. The cups offer us these possibilities, boy, they're out there. Some are more tempting than others, but they're not necessarily the most viable and reliable choices. So that's going to be up to you. Perhaps you know what I'm speaking of, and it could obviously have a lot to do with work. Certainly relationships. Relationships are in very, very prominent focus for all of us, but also for you, Cancer. We had Venus retrograde. It went forward again in Gemini till the end of the month when it goes in Pisces, your sister water sign, which is, boy, that's going to bring a lot of love and relationships, and maybe to the next level, maybe new relationships and friendships and all types of friendships. But love is a predominant energy, and it feels powerful even saying that to you. But it's something that comes very natural for you as well. So you do care a great deal about love and caring and relationships. So that's a beautiful thing. But the cups, yeah. And there's not like there's been confusion, but with a lot of options, we had Neptune go into retrograde into Pisces. So Neptune is the planet of fantasy and illusion and just kind of clouding our understanding, making things a little bit less clear. The god of Neptune, the deepest parts of our souls and of the universe, deep in the bottom of the ocean, so to speak, in mythology, just really things that aren't necessarily revealed, but they're very powerful and acting in our subconscious a lot of times. So with it in retrograde, once again, it's actually probably more helpful, I think, in retrograde, because it's kind of clarifying and reminding us and bringing us to parts of ourselves that we need to have a clear picture of, because there's been a lot of confusion for all of us in the last few months, myself included. So I'm trying to dissect and really stay clear of things that I know are not necessarily truthful or the best information to be retaining by any means. So yes, options coming for you. I know and trust you'll make the best decisions. You've got the pink there, which is very, I don't know, it's a beautiful, loving, it's kind of like, and then the blue is sort of like the third eye, but it's definitely heart. It definitely has to do with our heart, and especially the green. The green robe is always about the heart. Opening that heart chakra to make the decisions. The next one you have is the category of possible obstacles or blessings, because, our obstacles definitely can turn into blessings. Sometimes our blessings are met after an obstacle has occurred. And you have the Queen of Wands, so, fire, passion. Yeah, water, you have a lot of passion too, Just because you're a water sign doesn't mean you're capable or not capable of incredible passion, determination. You want to see things happening now. You've been in the waiting mode for a long time. You've been patient. You're usually quite sensitive to what the trends are. You pick up on that probably quicker than most. You're ruled by the moon. those eclipses and the moons really affect you. You've got another full moon in your sign, a second one, which is unusual because the new moon was in your sign, and then you're going to get the second full moon in the latter part of the month in your sign again, Cancer. So lots of information, drive. The energy levels are changing for you. You're getting more of that energy. Now, speaking of energy, Mars, the planet of energy and fire and and war and a lot of passion, if I would say, that's gone into Aries, and that just happened a couple days ago, and that's for 6 months. So that's affecting all of us, regardless of what sign you are. You're going to feel the energy levels change. We just want to make sure that we're not affected by people's temperament, which can be a little more on edge, which is kind of understandable too right now. And I think you're good at that as well. You can hold back probably better than most when it comes to that. You have that ability. But the Queen of Wands is about love, and just, she's not necessarily a man or a woman, and it could be yourself, even though it's a wand, but it's about this absolute love and caring and desire to help and bring forth as much loving power as possible, the empowerment that we all have in us. This energy is about wanting to see things work and wanting to see it happen now. Working up towards and creating great opportunities, creating, new entrepreneurial ideas now more than ever, being at home still. Yeah, a lot of beautiful, beautiful movement and fiery kind of beautiful passion. So you might also be in close connection with a fire sign like a Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. And so a lot of positivity as far as your ambitions are concerned in July, and especially after retrograde goes forward in Mercury. I think that's really going to keep that part of what's been happening as a whole, certainly through the month of June and a little towards July, of this waiting. There's still been the waiting, a lot of waiting. And then next, under the category of love, you have the Tower. Wow. So here's my personal opinion. The Tower has a fearful side to it for a lot of people because it's about change, and it could be fast change. And eclipses create fast changes. New beginnings instantly, new endings, okay? A lot of times we're very much aware of what they are. They may have already happened in your life. In my personal life, I've had people leave my life instantly during the last 3 years, eclipses. It was, didn't see it coming. But it'll happen, and it's a part of our life. And in this circumstance, it's about love. So I feel like there's this beautiful, beautiful, just instant attraction to somebody. Like, even if it's somebody you've known, because this is about the retrograde, it brings back people from your past predominantly, especially with the eclipses and Venus going forward now during the retrogrades. Wow, there's an instant kind of attraction. It's like love at first sight kind of vibe. That's what I feel from this Tower. And, breaking away from these ideals of, I probably should get to know a person more, and I don't know, so-and-so said this. None of that's happening. You're going straight from your heart. It's powerful, it's beautiful, it's electrifying, and it's needed. It's fun, have fun, enjoy your life as much as you can, every moment you can. I'm reaching for that every chance I get. I don't want to be bogged down, nobody does, by things that are not pleasant. So let's focus on the beautiful, beautiful things. I feel really good about this. This is a positive Tower, because Towers also, they mean changes and breaking down of institutions like right now, and literally and figuratively in the world and the way things have to change. We know this. To build that better foundation, right? You have to have that sturdy foundation, but it also represents thoughts and ideas that we never thought of, and they come through dreams. And particularly for you, water signs definitely, I think, understand the whole dream world and the whole it's a gift. It's an ability to pick up, and if you have a dream log, keep it next to your bed, or use your, phone to just remember those dreams, because they have messages that are so important to you, epiphanies that the tower represents. So that's absolutely beautiful in love. And the third eye, there's a lot of deep blue, that, incredible blue that comes from the third eye, and the messages and the understanding and the co-creation. And then under the category of money, you have the Three of Wands. Boy, you are all about this. You've had ideas and plans. Once again, the fiery part is coming through really strong for you in July. You're going to see through your ideas, your intentions, your creations that you've been thinking about for probably the last few months, and you are ready to make them happen. And the neat thing about the three is it's cooperation from others. So you're going to be getting help, whether it's from family, friends, people you may not know yet. They're going to intervene because they want to see you succeed as well. You have absolutely beautiful energies happening with you during your birthday month. Why not? And then onward. So it's not just about that, but I'm really happy to see this. These energies are here. We can utilize them when we're feeling it and recognize it as just a kind of a heads up. But it doesn't determine your life ever. You can make the choices you want. I am seeing you feeling very confident and moving forward with the epiphanies, whether it be in that relationship, deciding that this is absolutely what needs to happen. It is my purpose, my passion. Fire and wands are all about passion and putting it into physical form, okay? Because you've got that feeling part, which is so important with the law of attraction. You have the ability to feel things deeply as a water sign, and then feeling and putting concrete ideas on paper and in our thoughts brings it to life. It's magic, but it's manifestation, and that's what happens. So that is absolutely beautiful. Now, I have picked the other three cards as I was shuffling to talk to you about as far as the beautiful messages of the oracles. The first one is the money and the law of attraction. Money is super important for everybody, and we need it to live and so forth. And now, especially with the changes in what has happened in our society, knowing that money is energy and thinking in this way just opens up this incredible new aspect of our energies and ourself, to realize that we can feel and bring into our lives what it is we are feeling good about. You want to feel good. You don't want to not feel good, because not feeling good will not bring good in. I don't want to confuse that. I'd rather read to you some of the most incredible, beautiful guidance that this card and deck happens to bring, which is Esther and Jerry Hicks. I've been following them for probably 13, 14 years now at least, and they are unbelievable. Look them up. There's videos for days and years that are, and I've seen them it's hard to say, but I'll read to you what yours says. Appreciation and love are identical vibrations. There we go with the love again. Appreciation and love are identical vibrations. Appreciation is the vibration of alignment with who you are. Appreciation is the absence of everything that feels bad and the presence of everything that feels good. When you focus upon what you want, when you tell the story of how you want your life to be, you will come closer and closer to the vicinity of appreciation. And when you reach it, it will pull you toward all things that you consider to be good in a very powerful way. I love how it's expressed, the wording is beautiful and it makes perfect sense. I hope it does to you. Hold that in your heart. Know that that's what it's about. And it's number 53. 5 plus 3 in numerology is 8. That's absolute power, manifestation, abundance, unlimited possibilities. One of my most favorite numbers. So we move on to your wonderful Wisdom of the Hidden Realm Oracle. Once again, information and insight and kind of clarity on things we may already know, but just putting it into concrete, feeling that just really helps raise our vibration. The High Lady of Love, there you go again. It's always so beautiful and synchronistic. I love that about Spirit. I love doing this. The High Lady of Love and Compassion, reverence, kindness, consideration. Number 1, new cycle, new year, new birthday. Yeah. Let me read to you what this beautiful card has to say for all you Cancers out there. And it should be easy to find because it's number 1. By the way, I've been reading from the Connolly Tarot deck, one of my favorites. My brother gave me a few decks about 3 years ago now, and they're so pretty, and they predominantly have purple, which is my favorite color, so I didn't even know that till I first opened it. All right, there's a lot of, what am I trying to say? Instructions. When the High Lady of Love and Compassion chooses to be your ally, she brings you a deep and meaningful message. She reminds you that only love is real. It is the sole, unconditional, and true power behind all means of manifesting out in the unseen into the material. Love's greatest creative power is ignited by the conscious action of compassion. Generosity of the heart, reverence, respect, and empathy for all living things. It's like they're speaking directly to you, Cancers. You know all about every one of those words I've just spoken to you. Bring you profound power to live a life of happiness and contentment. Love, compassion, and kindness to all must be the impulse behind your thoughts, feelings, and actions when you intend. Love, compassion, and kindness to all must be the impulse behind your thoughts, feelings, and actions when your intention is to create a prosperous and abundant life. Unconditional love will be returned tenfold. Whew! I love that for you. The High Lady also reminds you that when she chooses to be your ally, she brings you evidence that you're loved. All matters of synchronicities align in your favor. If your question refers to a relationship, you're required to think of the other person and inquire what is in his or her highest good. Give selflessly without asking for or expecting anything in return, and let go. What is yours will come to you. Kindness always returns somehow. You will surely receive that which you give in more ways than you can imagine. I feel like that's a birthday gift right there. But I also feel like you get that. I feel like that's why you tune into channels like my channel. And I pray you'll come back and be a regular. Last but not least, we have the Super Attractor Manifestation card by Gabriel Bernstein, which is all about, once again, the law of attraction, bringing into our energy field, co-creating with life and source, exactly what it is we want and need and choose to believe, and making it happen. I slow down and listen to the guidance that's available to me. And with the retrograde, slowing down was the key, so you've already been doing that. You had the Hermit as your grounding foundation. Keep listening and taking that time to really resonate with what you're needing, what's affecting you and the energies around you. Beautiful reading for July, Cancers. Super happy for you. Absolutely appreciate you being here once again. If you want, please be a regular subscriber. I would love to continue to grow my tribe and my community very, very much. Either way, most importantly, take great care of yourself. Have a beautiful birthday if it's your birthday today, and the rest of the birthday season. And until next time, take care. Bye for now.